illegals, and you'll see it all over the country. The illegals come out and attack. They pull American flags down. You've seen it all over the news. Kids that had shoes that had red, white, and blue on them. Kids that had Old Navy shirts. Some of the kids, it's turned out, I mean, people wear American flags all the time, weren't even wearing it because it was Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo isn't even celebrated in Mexico. It's like Kwanzaa. It's a made-up thing to create division. And they are so threatened by the American flag. What does it tell you about those Hispanic students? They don't see themselves as American. They see themselves as vehemently anti-American. Now, I want to go to some of your phone calls, and I want to get Red Beckman. He'll be with us a little bit in the next hour to talk about solutions, the power of the jury, the grand jury, how we take our states back. We're going to be doing that. But I wanted to bring Ted Anderson up here for just a few minutes because a couple months ago we were selling gold at $1,050 an ounce when gold was $1,100 plus because Ted bought it when it went low and sold it to you at the lower price when it went high. In the last week, he had to go up a little bit, but it's still a lot less than what gold's selling for now. He will run out of that gold and silver as well. They're running out of gold in Europe. Gold is at all-time record highs in Europe. It has gone above $1,200 an ounce and climbing here in the United States. And so I wanted to have Ted Anderson on, the owner of the Genesis Network, to give you gold and silver deals that no one can top. Listen, I buy some gold and silver every few months, a few pieces. It was my backup plan. And I've searched around, and I cannot ever find deals as good as the specials that Ted offers. Now, his regular deals are great as well, but these specials are for Alex Jones listeners. You've got to say Alex Jones sent you to take advantage of these. And he ran out of the gold at the 1,050 level. He ran out of the gold that he bought at the 1,060 level. He ran out of the gold he had at the 1,070 level. He's about to run out of gold he had at the 1,090 level, is basically, I was talking to him off air. That's what it just about comes out to. It's right at 1,200 right now, so you're getting savings passed on from when the market was way down. They're talking about England going under to the banks, and we know this is a premeditated plan. They're talking about, well, Greece has already imploded, murder, death, burning buildings. They're trying to take the pension funds. Bloomberg's reporting the feds want to take our pension funds. This is being done by design. This is how the banking cartel takes control of society. And obviously, it supports the network and this radio show as well, so it's a win-win-win-win-win. But I've seen the margins on these coins, even at the time he buys them. You know, you're talking $3, $4 that, you know, that Ted's making. I mean, he's all about volume and having customers. That's why he's one of the fastest-growing gold and silver companies out there. He's been around for 30-plus years. He's had this company for 13-plus years. Ted Anderson, tell us what's happening in the markets and give us today's gold and silver offers.
Yeah, well, I mean, right now we've seen $1,201 per ounce. The resistance level for gold is $1,200. It backed off just a little bit below that, but what this means is that the support level for gold is sitting at that $1,190 range. The next run could be $1,300 an ounce, $1,400 an ounce. It really makes me smile because I've had a lot of your listeners buy gold from us, and they're looking at profits now that they're not seeing, obviously, in the stock market. Certainly not if you have your money in the bank. It's really getting nice. And I'm not necessarily suggesting that people buy gold to merely speculate. But what's going on in the world right now, I don't know how you can afford not to get into gold because of, you know, just the loss of purchasing power in the euro and the loss of purchasing power in the U.S. dollar against, you know, raw commodities like food and clothing, shelter, all that stuff. Everything's going
Reuters is reporting that the gold shops in Europe are almost completely empty or empty. People are dumping euros as fast as they can. And this is a concerted effort. You won't just have the euro go down. You'll also have the dollar go down throughout this system. This is the banking takeover. The only way to even have any type of insurance policy against these globalists is physical holding of gold and silver. I do not believe in people that have gold and silver receipts. You are asking for it, ladies and gentlemen. This is something that is your emergency nest egg. I believe in it. Ted, tell folks about today's offer.
Well, right now we have the franc for the same price that when I was on the air with you last time, gold was just touching $1,190 an ounce. Right now, gold is at $1,200 an ounce. I was offering the francs at $254.68, and you get a full-year subscription to the International Forecaster if you only buy one. I mean, Alex, I gotta tell you right now, that franc has gone up in price, and it increases every time you see a dollar increase in gold. These things increase 1/5 of that. So, as gold goes up, the cost of the francs go up. And everybody who's been buying francs from me within the last few weeks right now are sitting in a position where they can sell francs back to me and actually get more money than they paid. And I just think, I mean, how can you beat that? Plus, also, you get to keep that subscription to the international forecast.
But let's talk about the other coins you've got.
Well, we also have the British sovereign currently right now at 324.43. I haven't raised that price yet. That's the same price. I'm still trading that Walking Liberty half at 975. I mean, silver's up over the $19 range now. Everything is going up in the precious metals end. If you're interested in the older $20 liberties, here's a price for you. When gold is at $1,200 an ounce, you can buy $20 liberties from Midas right now for $1,489. Usually they get, almost $600-700 more than spot. Right now you can buy them almost at spot, which is just absolutely low. And then we also have the Eagles, the Maple Leafs. Bars of gold. You've seen those Pam Swiss bars. Those are really cute little bars.
But to get the savings, they've got to say it's the Alex Jones, Ted Anderson special, 800-686-2237, 800-686-2237, or you will pay more, which is still a good price. This is a great price, 800-686-2237. Don't procrastinate. Take action today before the prices go up. Ted, I didn't even know you were going to be able to hold the prices again. How long can you hold these?
Well, I'm going to hold them until I run out of inventory, and then I'll have to pay more, and then I'll have to pass it on. You'll watch it. If gold continues to increase here, next time you have me on air, I'm going to have to bring up my prices.
800-686-2237. Ted, thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Alex.
You bet. 800-686-2237. 800-686-2237. Don't procrastinate. Going back to Red Beckman, we'll hold him a little bit into the next hour. Patriot icon. And I do want to get to some of your calls for those that are patiently holding on all these issues. But, Red, you were trying to get into solutions when we hit that break. I mean, we have solutions. We have the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, and through that, we have the juries, the grand juries, which are really the heart of states' rights. Explain to people the path towards 10th Amendment restoration of the Republic.
Well, you see, this is one of the reasons why I'm so optimistic. Because for the last year, especially, 2 years ago, if you had talked about states' rights, state sovereignty, and such, people would not have known what you were talking about. I think just about every state in the Union within the past year, their state legislatures have been studying state sovereignty and discovering that the 10th Amendment tells the people that, that the states, any power that we gave to the federal government, if they misuse it or don't use it, it reverts back to the states and to the people. That's the big thing, to the people. And so we're going to see here in the very near future, we're going to see more states. You see, you've already got Vermont. Vermont has had it on their books for quite some time, that they understand that they have the right to secede from the Union. Texas, there's a lot of talk about secession in Texas. There's talk about secession in Alaska. And, of course, what this is the states that they are the ones who created the national government. And so they are flexing their muscles. For the first time in my lifetime, we have states that are flexing their muscles. Arizona right now. The pressure that's on the people of Arizona because of the immigration law that they just passed at the state level, and the governor signed it. The law that they passed is very little more than just a confirmation of the federal law. And oh my goodness, if you listen to all these liberals out here on the far left, they're just condemning Arizona no end. But Arizona, I got a hunch that they're going to start enforcing this at big time, and the people of Arizona, the real Arizonans, they are backing the government. I think it's 70 to 80%. They figure, and that's we've got some activity going at state levels. In Montana, of course, they passed that gun thing last year, and of course that's going to go to the U.S. Supreme Court here right shortly. It's on kind of a fast track, and I know the people that backed that bill and how they got it done, and they're not backing off. And so,
by the way, Red, I got to stop you. The stock market has dropped several hundred points just in the last half hour. It's now down over 500 points, just plunging right now. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm glad you're injecting that into this, because this will get on the media. This will get the attention of the American people. They're going to start